Boys, today we're going to be rebalancing 2xKO. This might be harder than you think, because I think the game is more balanced than people give it credit for. If you look at tournament results, Kane just won a stack major with Warwick Jinx, and Lightwisp just got second at another stack major with Braum Darius. And this is just a typical tier list. This is from a top player in EU, and you can see these characters are in the lower end of the tier list, right? So how do we actually rebalance this game? This might be tougher to balance than you think, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit myself to just 2 changes per character, because if not, we'll be here all day. We don't want that. I actually drafted some notes here, and I'm a little flexible with what you guys think in chat. But I think the 2 system changes that I want the most are actually a nerf to freestyle. Pretty much everyone at high level, maybe like 80-90% of the players are playing freestyle fuse. And that's because it's just the strongest. It does too much. It gives your team too much options, gives you team too much freedom. This didn't used to always be the case, right? Back in the day, Double Down was better, 2x was better. They nerfed both those fuses, but they kept freestyle the same. And actually, they introduced a glitch where if I do a freestyle cooldown, normally it's supposed to be 6 seconds, right? You see the 6 seconds up in the timer. But if I get hit out of that for some reason, so let's say I just hit Illaoi during this tag back out, or I burst it, now it's down to 4 seconds. So this is actually a buff to freestyle, and those 2 seconds actually matter a lot more than you think, right? If you think about some of the recent changes, 2x assist when you did it, it went from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. That's still the same timing of difference, just 2 seconds added on. So I think this is actually a pretty significant nerf to freestyle, just not having that happen all the time. And I think freestyle is really cool, so maybe it should stay the best. I think it's the highest skill fuse, but it does need to tone down a little bit, right? And the second change, this is gonna be a little controversial. I'm kind of curious to what you guys think. I think screen locking needs to go. I don't know how you would fix it, but what screen locking is the fact that you can do this and you can run forward and you can't actually outrun it, right? So let's say I know this is coming, all right, I'm just gonna back away. I can't actually back away. I mean, technically I can get away, but I'm just kind of stuck there, and then I'm getting mixed up. This is really cheap with a lot of characters. My team takes advantage of this. Not as well as you'd think, but still takes advantage of it. Yasuo, Ekko, Ahri, they all do a really good job screen locking. So I think this would make screen positioning a lot more important, because if you're in the corner, you can still get screen locked. But if you're mid-screen, you can actually back away from these really skip neutral situations. There's a lot of things that screen lock in this game. It's kind of obnoxious. All right, so we'll just kind of go in tier list order, I guess. I think Ekko's the best in the game. A lot of people think it's Yasuo. It's the age-old question of 2xKO. I think both these characters are really cheap, right? One of the things that I think needs to go with Ekko is obviously his install Oki is really strong, right? You do install Oki here, I call 2S1, I pop this, you're just getting mixed up a million times. I'm not a good Ekko player, I can't do it super well, but it really feels like a checkmate situation. So I've been asking myself, what would you actually do to change this, right? Because if you just take away the install, that'll balance it, but it's not really cool, right? The other thing, you could make the mix up slower, etc. But I think the thing that really gets me about this is the fact that I can pop install, and then if they burst, I've actually never done this before, but every Ekko player does it, so it's probably pretty doable. But you can basically teleport through the burst. All right, let me see how long it takes to get. I've never actually done this before. Oh my god, this is easy as hell. That was first try. I even did the wrong teleport, but yeah, that needs to go. That would make it so even if you get mixed up, at least you can burst it, and then you're out of the situation, right? The fact that it's that easy actually makes me a little pissed. I thought these Ekko players were just cracked out every time they did it. I'm actually a little salty about that. By the way, for any of these changes, I think really you need to test them, right? Especially the screen locking. I was thinking will the game function without screen locking? Will it become too defensive? I don't actually know. To be honest, I don't know if the game will become too defensive with screen locking. So obviously I would test it out to make sure. In my mind, it seems like it'd make a more stable game state, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. The second change of Ekko I think I would do is I would make this is too good. This is actually like, I don't think the character is meant to have like some of the best neutral in the game. This is like, bro, what is this shit? This is actually like, this is just, you can't 2H this. It just like, it hops over everything. It high crushes everything. And all you do is like, you just call assist and you like, especially with this team, like I do this and it's like, all right, auto sandwich. Put on the hitboxes. Do I even want to know? Oh my God, bro. What? Look at this shit. Wait, that's way better than I thought. What the hell is this? Oh my God, bro. This looks way too good. Why is the hitbox like over the sword? I feel like there's a lot of moves where like the hitbox doesn't go as far as it should. This is definitely not one of them. Yeah, and the fact that you can do this and like spend meter, answer true block string. This shit is like literally just too good. I don't know how you do it. Maybe you slow it down. Maybe you make it so you can like actually 2H it on reaction. But right now, like if you try a 2H on reaction, like either that happens. I can't even like. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, usually just get counter hit like that. At least in my experience, right? The thing is, Ekko has so many other broke things. Like the fact that you can do this and this crosses up so quickly. Like this is a, what, 14 frame? Like you can either go same side or within 14 frames, you can change your cross up direction. I think this is Omega broke too. There's something about his air movement just needs to be changed because like he's just, it's too good. It's actually too good. But we'll say Helmbreaker for now. But I still think even with these changes, like Ekko's still gonna be like Omega busted. All right, Yasuo. What do we change about Yasuo? See, okay, the thing is, like I'm thinking about Yasuo, and how do I put this? Like, yes, he does more damage. Yes, like his neutral's like absolutely insane. Yes, his block pressure is crazy. I feel like you have to tone down the neutral and you have to tone down the block pressure. So I'd say maybe Hop. The thing about Hop is like, if I try to, like this is like too hard to jab. Like if I'm just mashing, but why does it just go over? Like I don't know if they need to make Hop lower to the ground or make it start up slower so that like if I'm like just mashing and calling it out, but Hop needs to be, we'll say make it slower. Like I still like the idea of having Hop and being able to cancel, but like I think it needs to be more of a commitment. That or like lower to the ground. I'm not really sure. But either way, like his on block pressure, like this is too good. This is too good. Like he has like infinite options he can do on block. That's too good. This is too good. The fact that he can just dash up throw and then get a full combo in the corner. Even mid-screen, like his throw mix-up's like really fucked up. You basically get a 4-way. You can go same side, you can go cross up and you just like super jump drift it, right? You can also end up overhead. I'm not sure. I just think they need to change something about that. And then the neutral. I don't know. There's so many good neutral tools. It's kind of hard to say like just to hit one. But I think if you were gonna hit one, maybe Windwall. I think it just invalidates too many characters, and it's really good for stalling. How you would hit it, I'm not really sure. Maybe you just make it slower. Like they made it slower before. I thought that was a good change. Maybe make it even slower, so that now he has to like, he just can't like call assist. Assist doesn't work out. Face the wind. Do tornado. Now you have your assist back, right? Like, I feel like there should be a little bit more risk in that kind of sequence. Durability is a good idea too. I actually like that. Yeah, maybe like you should be able to destroy the wind wall after like 2 or 3 hits. That's actually a really cool change. But yeah, I'm actually down for that. We'll say wind wall, more durability, because they already increased the startup. It obviously nerfed them, but less durability. I said more durability. Oh no. Yeah, maybe more things can pierce it. I think there's some things that can't pierce wind wall that like this doesn't make sense to me. So for example, oh my god, this actually pisses me off. Like Caitlyn does super, and like you can just wind wall it. Like, why is that a thing? You're super versus my wind wall. Like I think at the very least, like it shouldn't take away the whole super. Yeah, I think it should just have like less durability in some manner. It stops ults in LoL, bro. I heard Yasuo is not broken in League. If you want to like actually make it League accurate, you gotta nerf him so he's not broken. I heard Yasuo has like one of the lowest win rates in League. Oh, I guess that's not true. 49.4%. That's definitely not accurate to XKO. Come on, guys. Yeah, the fact that it just stops some things and doesn't stop others. They just need to make it so it stops less shit. And like maybe like Jinx can like shoot after a bunch of times, and like Caitlyn can like after like 3 gunshots it goes away or something. Anyways, let's talk about Ahri. Actually, now that you guys are talking, I have a much better idea. So this jump normal I think is too good. Like, bro, this hits from like everywhere. The fact that like you can cross up without like needing the pilot at all, I think this shit is just legitimately too good. Like you don't have to aim it at all. You could just like literally do it. It is literally too autopilot. And the fact that like you can even do it high up and you can still cancel into JH and you get a combo, like this shit is too scrubby. It's too scrubby. They need to like either reduce the hitbox or make it not cancelable or something. Like if they made it not cancelable, then you'd have to do it like really low to the ground like that, you know? I think I'd say not cancelable. Like I think if they made this like, cause like look, if I do it like immediately as a cross up, I guess I'm still plus, right? But like if I'm further out and I do it immediately like that, like I can't actually combo my medium, right? I have to like jab. And so like in order for me to combo it, I have to do it like really low to the ground. Like that. Or or you can make it like only cross up. It's just it's too good. It's actually too good. So we'll say maybe like J2H not cancelable. It just needs nerfed in some way. I actually couldn't think of another nerf while I was in my bed last night, but I actually got a good one. This super gotta go, bro. This shit is too good. I don't know how you'd nerf it though. Maybe just give it more recovery. Like I think you should still be able to throw it out like safer. I think it just needs more recovery. Like why does this have only what 12 frame? How much? Yeah, the super just needs to change. Make it 2 bar would be good. Oh, I actually like that a lot. If you parry it goes away. That's actually kind of a good change. I still think it'd be very strong too. That's actually a pretty nice change. Yeah. All right, what do we talk about Warwick? I think definitely Warwick, something needs to go about this. I think my main issue of Warwick is like, why is this hit so high up? Like, I feel like, look at the hitbox. Like the hitbox doesn't even match the animation. Like, why is this hitting here? Like, bro, and why is he like plus after this? I think either he should be minus if it air hits, like 5S1, or it just doesn't hit this high. I'm not sure what it is, but like this shouldn't be an anti-air too, bro. So maybe like if you gave it more recovery, it could work. Like for example, you give it like 5 frames more recovery, it's no longer plus on air hit. You can actually punish it a little bit easier. Or the upper hitbox just goes and you can like actually fuzzy jump more against him. Because right now it's like fuzzy jump is so scary against him because like he's just gonna block. That's his only good button. Yeah, definitely his only good button, guys. Definitely his only good button. Definitely his only good button. Giga Haba. I think everyone can jab punish it though. We're just spreading misinformation in Twitch chat. Yeah, this is -8 now. Yeah, they made it -8. This is technically negative on blocks sometimes. I think this is kind of silly that like this just has like variable frame data. Like if I'm like spaced out, yeah, that's plus. And like Warwicks are always gonna mash after this shit too. Yeah, I don't know why they made sweep less punishable too. I think that would be my second change for Warwick is like revert the sweep change. Cause like this is just randomly, especially if it's spaced out, like it's just really hard to punish. Like yeah, -8, but like you can't reach here. Yeah, so we'll say nerf overhead hitbox and sweep back to last patch. I was actually thinking like if we had the buff Warwick, I don't think Warwick needs buffs, but like I thought it'd be cool if they like made this move here programmable. So like if I did like this, I could just like hold the run the whole time. I think that'd actually be a really neat change. If they want to give him like a compensation buff, but we're only limited to 2 changes, so sorry. All right, let's talk about Vi. I mean, I think Vi change is like kind of obvious what most people want. Is like they need to do something about this. I don't know what you do about this. In my opinion, they just get rid of screen lock, and I think this move's like a lot more manageable. But like, if they got rid of screen lock anyways, like what would you do? Maybe it shouldn't be like plus a million on block. Like, what is this shit? Plus 71 on block. maybe it should only be like plus 40 on block. The thing is, no move needs to be like that plus. It doesn't need to be that plus. Like, come on. So I'd say like charge S1's like screen lock, and we'll say less plus. All right, so since Vi's one of my mains, I have to argue a buff for her, but I think she's quite good, so she doesn't deserve like that good of a buff. What I actually want for her, this is just like a pain point with her, is like if I do this and I tag, this shit is impossible to combo from. It's not like actually impossible, but like this shit is like, it should like maybe give like a mini bounce, like Illaoi, where you can't combo off of it unless you have an assist. But like the fact that you can technically combo off of it, but it's like, there, I got it, but it feels like it's like a couple frame link is really annoying. So I think it'd be cool if like that was, since you have it in the game, just make it like a little bit more consistent. Programmable sway, I feel like she already has programmable shit. I'm fine with that part of her. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I feel like with enough practice, it's okay. I just want to give like a buff that's not too meaningful, because I think she's already quite good. If I had to like give a stronger buff, what would I actually ask for? Make it so like she can not do the follow up here and like bait parry. That'd be pretty neat. I think this having less recovery on whiff would be pretty cool too. So she could like, not like Yasuo JS1, but like just at least occasionally throw it out, so it, and like not be super punished for it. Anti-air jab on miserable and hit. Bro, I've gotten actually pretty good at confirming this. You have to do that. I mean, I don't know what else you do. You probably do like, yeah, even that's like pretty bad. Yeah, sway grab. Yeah, I mean, they should definitely fix the glitch, right? Of like sway grab not working half the time. Let's recovery on JS once so you can OTG. I think it's okay. Like, I think you have to give her combo variety, because like if they let you OTG after JS1, then like you're probably not gonna use the other Aaron. There's like charge JH. Interesting. That's why I call. All right, so Teemo, I actually got a pretty hot take from him. I think Teemo's in a really good spot. I think if I had to nerf him, I'm actually okay with double down tag. Funny enough, like not that many people are abusing it, and it requires you to play double down, which isn't like that amazing. I think this assist is like kind of broken. The fact that it's parry safe and 2 hits and comes out like almost instantly is kind of crazy. So I'd actually rebalance his assist a little bit, because if you're a neutral, 100% of the time you're calling back assist and not forward assist. And I think it'd be cool to like maybe have more usage outside of like corner combos. So like my 2 changes to Teemo would actually just be rebalancing his assist, where back assist like has a little less strength, maybe it's a little slower, and then forward assist, I don't know what you do about forward assist, but you need to. I think it'd be really cool if he had a better forward assist. Maybe it's 2 mushrooms. Maybe he spawns it quicker. Maybe he spawns it further. To me, there's no decision to be made when you're calling assists with Teemo and neutral. It's just always forward assist. I mean, it's just always back assist. Like other characters that have like a wind wall, for example, Yasuo, like you can use wind wall to like bait a parry, right? Or like in certain matchups is good. What matchup is this good in? I don't know. I guess if you just need something to tag, let the point bounce it. That would be cool. That'd actually be such a cool change for Teemo. Like if I could like bounce this mushroom and sway after. Yeah. In general, I really dislike the bad assist. Wind wall assist, I don't think they should buff. I think that assist is pretty like decent. At least it's better than like Jinx forward assist, for example. Yeah. I just think in this game you should not have moves that are just good for combos, especially because like characters don't have that many moves to begin with compared to other fighting games. Like each move needs to have like more uses than just combo. So that's why I changed about Teemo. I just rebalance his assist. I'm not sure about Illaoi. It's funny enough, as someone that plays Illaoi, I think the number one thing that needs to be nerfed about Illaoi is like her glitches are too good. she's literally like, everyone's like, how can you play Illaoi? She's glitched, but like I get the tentacle glitch like once out of every like 50 games, but she actually has very, very meaningful glitches that are like very good. The one being the fact that she can like, if she does like a reaction and then kills with super, she gets limit strike. Bro, like, why does she get limit strike off that? I don't know, but I've been abusing that. And then the other glitch that still blows my mind why it's still in the game is that she has a block infinite. I thought they took this out, so I never learned it. And so I'm still bad at it, but like, you can literally just block infinite people and they have to take the hit to get out. You can't push block, you can't do anything. This shit needs to go. This shit is actually one of the most broken things in the game. I just can't do it. I gotta practice it. Let me see if I can get more than one rep. And like, oh, I fucked up. But you get the idea. You get the idea. So like, I think that those need to go. Absolutely. Like that shit is actually too good. You can do like a lot of like force tech shit, or you can do like, so here's a sequence I came up with Vile. Let's say I have a command grab, and then I do C's, like her command grab, and they jump, because you have to jump in order to beat that command grab, and then you just block infinite them, right? If you have the right assist, like Vi back assist, to lock them down. That shit is too good. So that's the first thing that needs to go. To me, it's like, I'm not sure if I would nerf something or buff something. I'll just give you some ideas. I think C's is really strong. The fact that like it recovers almost instantly and you can program it, I think is really good. I think her 2S, this Oki's really good, but I actually kind of like it. Like, I think it's kind of high skill cap in the way like you have to interact and like prevent them from just push blocking automatically. But I also think she could like serve to get buff, especially if we're not like Omega nerfing like Ekko and Yasuo. And I'm a Illaoi main, so I have to downplay my main. So we'll say a buff. She has a couple other moves that like don't really get used much in neutral. So again, going with the theme of like, I think it's cool if like you have more moves that are used. I think a really minor buff is like, you could buff this, especially if you have no even with a tentacle, you don't really use it, but like without a tentacle, I think it'd be kind of cool to like make this a little bit better. I'm not sure what you do. Maybe make it so you can like drift more. Maybe make it so like this is like not minus 18 on block. Maybe just make it so like it recovers faster. But like this move is basically useless right now outside of combos, and like very niche. Like I have a tentacle and I can like lock you down in the corner. Yeah, this is a really cool anti-air. At least this has use. That's why I was like, at least even if you don't have a tentacle on screen, this is pretty good. This is like basically useless without a tentacle. So I think it'd be cool if you just made this like a little bit better. Isn't fuzzy jump good against her non-tentacle super? Okay, yeah. Like, cause like this hits frame. I don't know what it actually hits, but this hits a lot later. So I just fuzzy jump every time, but like you can cover with assist. You can do a lot of other stuff. And then again, like in 20XX, you do this, they jump, and then you block infinite them, right? If they don't change the block infinite. So that'll be my change. We'll go Caitlyn first. I think if you had to nerf something about her, because we'll basically at this point, we'll give everyone like one nerf, one buff. I mean, this has to go, right? Presumably it's going, but this is like one of the most broken thing by far about her. The fact that she can basically like meterless double down, I think is like very, very scrubby and very, very good. And the fact that it doesn't even scale too is kind of crazy. I can't do it with Jinx. Jinx is one of the characters I can't synergize with it, but like you put like someone like Ahri, Ekko, Yasuo, and like you just do this, you delete like 2/3 of their health because you tag, and then you get a full combo. She needs it? I don't think she needs it. They just have to rebalance her. The thing is, I don't know what I would like. I think she just needs to be easier. like her combos are like kind of tricky to do in tournament. I think if you miss a gunshot, it's brutal. I think there's a lot of like small little things that like could add up and make her better. But if I had to make one change, this is not going to fix the character, but it would make her much more appealing for me to play, is I think if you clash a fireball or something, like if I shoot this rocket, I can't cancel my gun. Even though I actually hit something, I had good aim, but I can't do anything. I'm literally stuck here. I think she should be able to cancel gunshot into gunshot here. Or like gunshot into S2. This basically counts as me whiffing a gunshot, even though I'm not whiffing a gunshot. And that's the same way as like if you hit armor too. So like if I hit armor, it doesn't count. I think there's like a couple other scenarios. I think if the bullet contacts something, you should automatically be able to cancel it, right? Whether it's in another gunshot or like, yeah, just into anything, right? So that'd be the one change I'd make. And also like this matchup is god awful because of this, right? Jinx can just spam rockets and traps and like what do you do? The fucking monkey doesn't even go away, bro. She just has a shield against her gunshots and I can't even cancel it. That shit is, that needs to go. I know we're complaining about Jinx and she's not the strongest character, but like that matchup's actually like omega bad in my opinion. All right, Jinx. I actually have no clue how to rebalance Jinx. I personally think it'd be cool. I thought one of the changes that I'd like them to revert is she could do this combo where it's kind of hard, but like you could do throw, super jump in the air with down S2 and then get a full combo. I thought that combo was really cool. And like she actually, it made her have mix up, right? Because she came more of like a strike throw character where right now, she can't like, what would she get for a throw like this? Like, yeah, I guess that works, but like, it's not the same, you know? So I think she needs something like that. 6-6M, 5H, 2H. Oh, so you could do this, but like, I feel like this is already the strong, like one of the strong things of her kit, you know? I think I want her to have like, just be more well-rounded. Because like what do most Jinx players do? They do this, they spam the fucking rocket, they spam up back rocket, and then they just randomly 6-6M, right? Like, I think you could make like a normal, like her 5H better in neutral. Like, why does this have so much recovery? Why is this overhead like unsafe on block and like one of the most reactable overheads? I don't know. I don't know what I'd actually change about her. But I feel like her 6-6M, there's already quite a bit of power in it, you know? Yeah, I think what I would actually do about her is like, I would give her back her old throw combo, like make it so she can combo a bit more off throws. And make it so like her combos are more consistent. Like she has combos where you like use the air gun and then juggle after, and like no one does them because they're so inconsistent. I think like if they made her like hard routes more consistent, they would give her like more utility too. And, like I think her neutral is actually pretty decent. Like this shit is, I mean honestly, like if I could nerf anything about Jinx, I'd nerf this shit. I hate this shit. Yeah, and you could change Jinx forward assist too. I think this assist is kind of ass. I don't know what you'd actually change about it. Maybe make it so it comes out faster. I think making that assist come out faster would actually be pretty decent. Make it her S1. What's her S1? Oh hell no! I think the idea of a trap is cool. Yeah, nah, bro. This would be broken as an assist. It's like Teemo bullets, but 6 hits instead. Nah, don't let Mystic cook. Yeah, I'd say better. So give her back her old throw combo, and I'd say like buff forward assist, because you're basically like always using back assist with her. And like if this assist was better, that'd be a lot better. All right, we got 3 more characters. So I'd say Blitzcrank. We'll do Blitzcrank and Braum and then Darius for last. I don't know why I'm good in this order. Don't worry about it. I think these are the hardest characters to balance because I don't think they really need nerfed, and like if they get buffed, I'm a little scared. So I'm not really sure what you'd actually change about Braum. Like if you buff Braum, it's kind of scary. I personally think this is like the easiest character in the game to play at like just in general in terms of execution. I think it'd be cool if he had like something harder he could do, you know? Like give him like a mid-screen B&B that's like not piss easy. That like adds like a little bit more damage, but you need like a partial charge or something, you know? Like why is that basically my optimal and it's like the fucking easiest combo, like known to man? Like, I think it'd be cool if like they gave him something like a little cooler. I know he has hard combo, but they're like corner combos, right? Or no, like they have like, they're like air loops. He just needs more sauce, yeah. Like a reason to do the hard combos. 6H charge into, yeah, I don't know what you do, but he just needs like more combo sauce. Hard combos to do to show off. And if I had to give a nerf, I think in some situations he does a little too much damage. Like for example, being able to link like a super. Shield assist, I mean that's the whole character, right? Like I think the shield assist is very strong. But I think that's pretty unique. I wouldn't buff his offense because it's too easy for him to get in with shield assist now. All right, let's take a look at these. Optimal mid-screen combo. All right, let's see this shit. Okay, yeah, I'd never see a Braum go for this shit. That'd be cool if that was like slightly more optimal. I feel like this did... I feel like these combos do just as much. I get that they don't queue up, but like, I don't feel like this does that much more damage. I never see these guys do it because I don't think it's that worth. Yeah, I mean that's what Zonda. That's the first thing I said is like I think screen lock needs nerfed. So like you're right. Like I think if you nerf screen locking, like that assist becomes worse, right? Like the fact that you can just do that, like it's kind of cursed. I feel like that's how you play Vi Braum. You just throw up the shield and start charging 6S1 or 5S1. Other than that, like I think you give Braum more sauce and maybe like nerf. Does he really need nerfs? I feel like he's in a pretty good spot right now. There's certain combo synergies. I'm not a big fan of like characters having like meterless double down with like certain assists, right? So like if you ever seen a light wisp combo where he basically does like, he does like super, or he'll do like this and then he'll like, and then he'll tag and then he'll get a combo. I don't know if that should exist, even though it's really cool. But it makes his like, how do you say, like character spread a little polarizing. Maybe nerf the mustache. But it is cool. All right, we'll give him a small nerf and we'll say Poro. I think it's kind of stupid that the Poro doesn't follow like the what do you call it? The projectile rules. So like what that means is like if I do this, the Poro doesn't go away. I know it's very, very minor nerf, but I don't think he needs like a strong nerf. But like pretty much all projectiles in the game go away except for the Poro. Because it's like, the dev said it's not good to kill Poros. I think it's good to kill Poros. So sorry. I don't think it changes that much about the character, but I think it's just more of, it just makes sense in my head. That like, I think the rules should be more consistent, even if we're killing a Poro. That's what I'm saying, the Poro should just explode on hit. Like, why is that not the case? Yeah, exactly. Imagine in like 2 years, like you're gonna have to memorize all these like weird ass Nitro interactions. I just wish the rules were like consistent, you know? Hikari, you're here at a perfect time. Let me talk about the last two characters, and I want you to rate my list on how I would change the game. All right, but these are the two hardest characters. I actually don't know what to change. I actually think I think Blitzcrank's better than people give him credit for. I think this game's more balanced than people give him credit for. What I would change, the number one change I would make about Blitzcrank is, chat, did you guys know there's a way to make Blitzcrank move faster? If you charge up steam, he goes faster. It looks about the same. It's very not noticeable, but he can move faster, right? And it's like people are saying like, yeah, like but you basically can't tell. It's I think it's like 10%. CJ had to disprove so many people who said that wasn't true. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be like such a small buff that you can't even notice it unless you squint your fucking eyes. I think that's basically pointless. I think there needs to be more benefit to him charging up steam full screen than just having like an armor command grab. I think he needs to move way faster when he's in steam. And I think this solves a lot of his issues. It's bugged in trading mode. Oh, I mean, I guess, but it's still not that noticeable. So what I would change is like when you get full steam, you're like not like twice as fast, but like if it's right now, it's like 10% faster, maybe like 20% or like 30% faster. not Warwick speed, right? But like he just needs to be like, I feel like there needs to be like a reason not to camp him out, you know? Because like right now, if I'm fighting a Blitzcrank solo, like I'm just gonna camp his fucking ass, and then I'm gonna take an advantage situation with assist. But if you like, it's harder to camp someone out where they can like threaten to charge Steam. I also think he charges Steam so fast. But like outside of that, I don't know what I would change. I feel like this character is very basic. I'm open to suggestions in chat. I feel like this is one of the characters like you do not want to see top tier, you know? Like maybe you make him a little bit more all or nothing, like buff his neutral and then make his like mix up a little bit worse. I think I'd be okay with that. One of his assists was a spin lariat. I mean, I get that he's meant to be a big buff. He's supposed to be all or nothing. All right, I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna stick to my gut. I think this needs buffed. I think he should just move a little faster when he's in Steam. And then I think I actually have no clue. I legitimately have no clue. I'm so scared to buff this character more. I mean, you could make it so like this is not retreating guard, but I feel like this would become one of the best assists in the game if you couldn't retreating guard it. Like imagine if you just couldn't retreating guard that. That's like a mega cheap. Make Wii better on block. It's actually like, it's not punishable. So like, what would you do? You make it, oh, it is punishable. I actually like this change a lot. Make this safe on block. This should be like a minus like 2 or something. I'm down with that. Wii is -2. I'm down with that. All right. Let's talk about Darius. The thing is, this change of Darius where you could charge it apprehend is so scary to me. I feel like he's in a pretty decent spot because of that. So I think you just need to buff his underutilized moves. And I think you don't really change that much about the character. This is a very strong change. Whatever I'm going to suggest is definitely not as strong as this. All right, this is going to be a weird change. I don't think this move should be -22. I think this move should be -10, -8 or something. This is basically useless solo. If you don't have an assist, like this has no use, essentially. Not to mention it's a very easy parryable. It's like basically a way shittier version of Illaoi JS2. It doesn't even like hit cross up. So I think I think this needs like some other benefit other than, yeah, you can mix up, right? But I think it should just be like also usable in neutral too. Maybe just less recovery. And I don't think that's that big of a change, but it gives him like a little bit more he can do in neutral other than this. And like, haha, hey, look, I'm a Darius player. Oh my god, my neutral's so good. Run up, do this. Like, I don't know. I think it'd just be cool if he had like another dimension to his neutral. And I think that's a decent one. Other than that, what do I actually change about the character? I feel like he's very well-rounded. Yeah, he just needs to be more fun, in my opinion. I don't think he actually needs like that much more change. Maybe I think I would maybe buff like solo bleed damage. I know buffing bleed sounds kind of scary, but like I feel like his normal should just like chip more and bleed. Not like his partner, like not bleed %. So you don't want like a fucking Darius Illaoi like Omega cooking. But like I feel like most of the time when you get bleed on Darius, you don't really play around it. You just go for another fucking mix up. So maybe like this does like a little bit more bleed. Like if I just like hit my normals or something. Not like overall bleed %, but I think overall he just needs to do a little bit more bleed damage as opposed to just going for like, you know, this kind of shit, right? All right, that's it. Akari, I need your judgment. Give it a score 1 out of 10. Actually, chat, you guys can rate my list too. 10. Yes, of course I upplayed Vi and Illaoi a little bit. I have to. Also keep in mind that these are like no screen lock, right? So like I think that changes the meta a little bit. Screen locking has to be a thing. Does it have to be a thing? I don't know. I feel like screen locking is one of those things like I would need to test out and say. I will say this is like experimental. Need to test. I do have the worry that if you don't screen lock, things become a little defensive. But assuming it's possible on a technical level, like casuals will say, where's my assist? I guess that's true. There'd have to be like an off-screen indicator that like something's happening, like a little like notification. Oh, that's actually a good point. I like that too. I actually I'm down for that change. The reason I'm down for that change is I think just the parry going away on super isn't that beneficial, because like a lot of times the Ahri player, one, you might miss your parry, but two, like the thing is I don't even know if like it'll still come back, right? What's the EVA on block right now? If I do this. Oh, I forgot to hold. What does that say? I wasn't fast enough. This +8? I don't think like that would change that much. If it had 7 more recovery. Yeah, +8. Maybe it just whiffs on like, goes away on whiff. I actually like that. Goes away on whiff. Yeah, I think Ahri J2H needs shot. I wasn't quite sure how to say it gets shot, but like, I feel like this shit is like kind of scrubby. You could just do this. I think there should be more thought put into... Bro, are you seriously telling me this jump normal should hit from like here? Like, this is the most brain dead jumping I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro. Like, I don't know what they need to nerf, but they need to nerf something about this. I said not cancelable because at least like if you're doing something like this, you don't get a combo. And like you'd have to actually like do it lower to the ground, which means there's like actual thought put into Ahri's head. Like you can still do this, right? Yeah, that's like yeah, you could do this too. I just feel like right now it's like Ahri players only use this. I mean, here's my Ahri normal flowchart, right? Jump L for air to air, jump heavy if I'm just trying to control space, and then like anytime I'm in this fucking range is jump too heavy. Is jump too heavy, bro. I think it's just especially for like an airborne mix-up character, I feel like more thought needs to be put into like what jump normal you use. All right, I'm gonna stick with my changes for now. Obviously this is just hypothetical. You could put that into the rating. If I had to make more changes to Ahri, by the way, I would buff. Obviously, I think the dives could be cooler. I think like doing mix-up like this could be better in theory. I would actually buff 2S1. 2S1 is like, it's good because you can like screen lock with it and do this. But like, I think you should be able to just like have a reason to throw it out solo. Make it track again? I don't know about that. Then it just becomes a better tag out move. I still feel like it's already a good tag out move. It's just not good if you don't have it's not good solo, I feel. So if you have a tag out move, this just becomes goated. In general, I think characters should have their whole kit used for like like I think the more options the character has, the more fun they are. Warwick, I think maybe it's a little extreme nerf, but that overhead hitbox gets me every time. Yeah, I think either that shit should be minus on air hit or air block, or it should hit you out of the fucking sky. Yeah, and then sweep is like can like literally be safe from like space range. I don't like that. Teemo assist should be slower. Hikari, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you. All right, that's gotta give me at least a point saying it's gotta be slower. All right, you seen about the... All right, chat, I need a rating. Actually, well, we'll do a poll. W list. Yeah, we'll give it a rating. 10. Riot, hire this guy. That's never gonna happen. They're not hiring shit. We'll give it like 7 to 9. Great list. 5, 6. Better than most. Yeah, we'll call it better than nothing. 3 to 4 is game is worse. 1 to 2. 2xko account banned. All right, we'll give you guys 1 minute to vote. Okay, who the fuck is voting 2xko account banned? Nah, this is a troll, bro. I need to be able to see names. Right, hire this guy. I'm voting for myself. That's crazy. I need to see y'all list, bro. I guess I did play myself. All right, Kari, I need the final rating. Kari says remove tag from Illaoi command grab or add recovery. Yeah, Kari, I got you on that, right? JS2 needs to be worse, and then the idea of rewind no info is it actually nerfs the install super, right? Because like now if I burst install super, like I don't get punished because he can't fucking rewind through my burst. All right, the card gives me a 7-8. Let's go. Fuck all you that said 2xko account banned. You guys just don't understand the game. All right, Hikari gave me 7 or 8. That's good enough. Like, share, subscribe. Take care, y'all, and peace.